Alright guys, welcome back to this channel. Today let's discuss liquidity. Alright, let's discuss liquidity today. Now, as you can see on my screen here, it's a trade that has already played out. Alright, it's a trade that has already played out, but I want to teach you something using the analysis of this trade. I want to teach you something I call liquidity. Alright, quickly. But before I do that, I want to take you back to a video I made on this particular analysis. Let me zoom in so you can see properly, so you don't be confused. All right, so when I made the video, price was at this point here. Price was right here, giving us a shift of structure, the shift of structure that we are seeing. And I was making the video and I said, if this price retraces to my discount, I'm going to enter for the trade. And I want you guys, and I say, anytime you're having a perfect shift of structure like this, because look at this shift of structure coming from the higher time frame. Let me do it properly so you guys can see me. Yeah, look at this. You can see this trend line that I drew here. You can see this line here. This is a shift of structure right here. As you can see, price was giving us, let me go to the 1 hour time frame. I think then you can understand me better. All right, on the 1 hour time frame, price was giving us something like this: lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and the lower low. And now we had a shift of structure on the higher time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, and a pullback. Now price has pulled back. Now let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Price has pulled back. Remember, now price has pulled back to our discount. What are we expecting? A confirmation before we enter for our trade, and we are having another shift of structure on the 15-minute time frame. Let me take this trade out. I already analyzed this trade and it has already played out. All right, so that's not today's business. So we had another shift of structure on the 15-minute time frame. As you can see, a clear shift of structure right here. Now let me take you back to the video I made talking about this whole how I'm going to enter for this trade if this trade gives me what I want. Now let's go back quickly. Now this is my daily bias for today, what I'm expecting. Price has gave us a shift of structure, remember, and then price has retraced after the shift of structure, and we already traded that. Now price is at our 15-minute time frame now, giving us another shift of structure. I don't know if you are seeing this, giving us another shift of structure. Now I'll wait for a clean retracement before I can trade bullish. And now if I'm trading bullish, I will be targeting something at this high here. First of all, I will target 1:3, and I will enter for another trade targeting something at this high here. So this is what I'm expecting for today. All right, so I hope you've learned something, and I hope you guys are targeting something like this too, because if you are watching me, you are supposed to understand something like this. This is a clear shift of structure. We had a shift of structure, and now on the lower time frame another shift of structure. It's a good thing. And anytime, let me tell you guys, anytime you're having a perfect structure shift and a perfect market structure like this, be very, very careful. There's always the liquidity sweep. There's always the manipulation. Smart money already know that. A lot of retail traders knew this. Then there will be a manipulation. So be very, very careful. All right, don't enter too early and don't enter too late. Make sure you watch my video so that you can be extremely careful while trading and be sensitive to notice any smart move of the smart money. All right, and follow their blueprints. All right, so I hope you have understand something from this video. That was me doing the analysis then when the trade has not played out. All right, so you see that here we teach trading in a way that even a 5-year-old can understand. I don't know if you understand me. We teach trading in a way that even a 5-year-old can understand, and we are not editing any bullshit. We aren't editing anything, right? It's raw and unfiltered. You can see that everything is raw. All right, so we are not doing anything, doing any replay or anything. I'm going to do a replay definitely, but I think me showing you what I'm doing, most people do doubt it. All right, I don't know how to put it, but anytime I'm analyzing a trade that has already played out like this, I feel like people feel that I can just come into the chart and just analyze anything. I can just draw this diagram here and just say that I just pretend that I enter for the trade. But that's not it. All right, you can see the evidence right there. I analyze this same chart just like the way I've been analyzing my trade from my past videos. All right, if you go check my video by the oldest, you will see that I've been doing this same thing. So as you can see, I just did it and look at the results. All right, so we aren't editing anything here. We are raw and unfiltered. All right, so anything you learn here, you learn them for free, and they are good things. These are the things that people will collect money from your hands to teach you. All right, I know I'm just teaching market structure analysis and all that, but then again, I also talk about trading psychology on this channel. If you haven't seen my video talking about trading psychology and the secrets in trading, in the trading industry, then you go check it out. All right, I did no analysis, just talking about trading, and I conversed with you guys properly and made you guys understand something about trading, not just the making money parts. Also, there is something inside trading that I explained for you guys and I made you guys understand me. All right, so today, should I call it an analysis video? Because I already made an analysis on this video. Right, I already did the analysis, just that's the one you just watched. So I don't know if I should do analysis again. So yeah, it's going to be a short video. As you can see, this is Euro JPY shift of structure. Clearly already did the analysis, the retracement. Now I said I'm talking about liquidity, so look at this here. I don't know if I should take out this, and there's no need to take out that. Let me just explain something for you guys. Now look at this. While you are waiting for price to come to your discount, always wait for, number one, price to sweep liquidity below your flip zone. I don't know if you understand me. You wait for price to sweep liquidity below your flip zone. Now where is your flip zone? For those of you that do not know about flip zone, I'm going to do another video talking about supply and demand flip zone, so that you guys can understand flip zone properly. Right, like I said, this is our flip zone. Now for you to see this clearly, let's go down to the 5 minutes time frame so you can see this clearly. All right, now on the 5 minute time frame, now how is this our flip zone? Let me explain to you now. Look at this clearly. You can see that price gave us, as price was retracing after the higher time frame shift of structure, price is now on the lower time frame. We are now on the lower time frame looking for another shift of structure or any candlestick confirmation for us to enter for the trade. But look at this now. On the 15-minute time frame, we had a shift of structure clearly, but we are waiting for a liquidity sweep below our flip zone. Now how did I get this flip zone that I drew out on the 15-minute time frame here? This flip zone. Now this is it. Price was bearish, then supply is in control of the market. Don't forget that. Anytime price is bearish, supply is in control of the market, because supply is pushing the price from this high, breaking structure below this point. So we are having a lower low, a lower high, and a lower low. So supply is in control of the market. All right, so if this supply zone were to do its thing, because this is like a supply zone here, and it will be considered as a supply zone if price broke structure, broke this lower low here, broke this lower low here. So this point here would have been considered as a supply zone if price had come down and break this low here. Then we'll call this point, then we'll call this a supply zone. But look at what price did. Look at what price did. Price failed. All right, price failed to break past this low here. I don't know if you're understanding me. So if this supply zone were to do its thing, like I said, price will just keep going down, breaking past this low. But it did not, right? It failed. So this is the failed reaction right here. This being a failed reaction is now turning into a demand zone, because we are now breaking above this lower high here. I don't know if you're understanding me. So now, instead of this to be considered as a supply zone because it's not closing below this point. Now this point will be considered as a demand zone because it is now breaking above this lower high. So you see, that is when we have a shift of structure. So this is the supply flipping into demand. So here is the internal demand zone right here, and we must wait for a liquidity sweep below that demand zone. This flip zone here, I call it flip zone. All right, this flip zone right here, I don't know if you're understanding me. So now this is supply flipping into demand. So this is the flip zone, and we wait clearly for a liquidity sweep below that flip zone. And after a liquidity sweep, let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. Or should I say let's go up? Yeah, I think let's go up. So after the liquidity sweep, what are we waiting for? You're waiting for a confirmation. First of all, you want to see that dodgy candlestick, or you want to see that rejection, or you want to see that little bearish candlestick, small bearish candlestick, small bearish candlestick. Then you will know that the sellers are losing steam. You know that the sellers are losing steam, that the buyers are about to enter into the market. All right, so this is exactly what I was talking about. You see that rejection candlestick. You can see this bearish candlestick with a lower wick, a long lower wick. This is a good bearish confirmation. All right, if you know nothing about price action, or you know nothing about candlestick confirmation, you can go and make your research. This is a good confirmation. Anytime you see this candlestick at any low, any swing low, just know that price is about to reverse to the opposite side. All right, you don't need any shift of structure again. You already see this candlestick, you know that price is about to reverse to the opposite side. All right, so immediately I had this rejection candlestick here. I entered after this engulfing candlestick. Now this is a little tip for you guys trading. Anytime you want to enter for your trade, you have that huge engulfing candlestick. Don't be in a rush. Anytime you have this, firstly you need that rejection or that candlestick confirmation. After you had that rejection, then you know that the buyers are stepping into the market, the sellers are losing steam, and you have an engulfing candlestick. No matter how huge that engulfing candlestick is, please and please don't be tempted to enter for the trade. Don't be tempted to enter for the trade, because that huge candlestick that is still forming can come down and turn into a small candlestick. So don't be tempted to enter too early. Wait for that candlestick, that engulfing candlestick, to finish forming, and after it's done forming, you wait. There must be a retracement. Don't forget this. After that huge engulfing candlestick is done forming, there must be another candlestick closing at the middle of it. That is price collecting liquidity, because it is like a fair value gap. Now that engulfing candlestick is like a fair value gap. Then price, another candlestick will come collecting liquidity at least at 50% of it. Then after then, you can enter for your trade. All right, so you see that it's almost the same thing. You entering too early and waiting for that second candlestick to close at the middle, then you can enter for your trade. So you see, I entered for this trade right here, and I placed my stop loss below this low here. So immediately you have that engulfing candlestick like this. You wait for that second candlestick to close at the middle, collecting liquidity, and after that you can set your stop loss below it. All right, because if I'm setting my stop loss right here, I'm putting my stop loss right here, it will be too big. All right, it will be too big, so I didn't do that. So I placed it below this point after price has collected liquidity from that fair value gap. All right, so now this is the second part of liquidity I'm talking about. We mostly have something like this candle wick closing below this point. You can see how careful price is. So anytime you are waiting for price to give you a confirmation and you see a candlestick closing below this point, at least more than 3 candlesticks closing below this low here, below this lower low here, just know that that setup will not work out. Just know that that setup won't work out. You see that price carefully closed close to it, and just the candle wick. So this is a liquidity sweep. All right, this is a liquidity sweep. If we have more than 3 candlesticks closing below it, that is a run on liquidity. All right, you call that run on liquidity. Then you should be expecting, when you have multiple, when you have up to 3 candlestick closing below like this, then you should be expecting a retracement and a downtrend continuation. So that is a run on liquidity. So know the difference between run and liquidity sweep. All right, clearly this is a liquidity sweep right here. I hope you have understand something. This is a liquidity sweep because we have only the wick closing below. All right, I feel like I should do a video about candlestick because a lot of people need this. Right now, just like I entered for this trade, I set my my take profit just like I said on the video you just watched. Set my take profits as this high here. You can see this. You can see this high at this point. I set my TP at this high here, my first TP, and my second TP at this 1 hour time frame swing high right here. 1 hour time frame swing high. Now this is what I'm expecting again from today's market, because if you go to the higher time frame on EURJPY, I think the market is bearish. I already did my analysis, so I don't know, but I know that the market is bearish. All right, the higher time frame, like the weekly time frame, is, let me go to the weekly time frame. Let me show you something. Instead of just talking, let's just quickly go weekly time frame. You can see the weekly time frame is bullish. All right, bullish. You're having higher high, higher low, and now price is now closing above that high again. So price is bullish totally, but then we are having the deep retracement. Let's go to the daily time frame. You can see bullish. We had a break of structure, and a retracement. So price is bullish, but price is pulling back for the meantime. Now let's go to 4 hour time frame. Let's see. Now, as price is pulling back, now that price is bearish, you see that price gave us a shift of structure right here. See the shift of structure, and price has pulled back. The first time price went up and pulled back again. So we won't predict the market because we never ever know what the market will do next. Price can just keep going up from here and totally turn bullish, but price can also still keep going down from here. You can't predict the market. Forget how much shift of structure you are having. Don't deceive yourself. You only go with the flow. All right, look at what you're having here. Remember I said if you are setting your take profit, if you are entering for any trade at this point, your take profit should not be above this swing high. All right, because this is a supply zone here. Price can respect this supply zone and keep going down. So price can respect this supply zone and keep going down. All right, so I don't know, but let's see what the market will do. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame now. This is what I'm saying on the 15-minute time frame. Remember, after we had our shift of structure right here, after price shifted structure right here like this, we had another break of structure. We had another break of structure right here to the upside. After this break of structure, we are expecting a pullback because you can see this. You can clearly see this multiple bullish candlestick right here. So this is like a fair value gap. So price might come filling it up. Price might still continue going up. So you can't predict the market like I said. But what I'm seeing here is like a shift of structure. So I think price is about to turn bearish. You can see this shift of structure right here. But let me see if price will shift structure properly. All right, I need to see a proper shift of structure. You can see that the buyers were losing steam. You can see small bullish candlesticks, small bullish candlestick to the upside. Price struggled to hit my TP. Price was just in a slow motion, moving like a snail before it finally hit my TP. And now price is now closing below this low here. But then again, let's see what the market has for us. I did the same thing on CHFJPY. Let's go to CHFJPY. Oh no. Let's go to CHFJPY quickly. CHFJPY right here. I did the same analysis. I already talked about this trade. Let me take it out. You can see the same analysis on CHFJPY. Right here, we had that shift of structure. Clearly, after the shift of structure, a retracement, and I entered for the trade. You can see that I still had that liquidity sweep below my flip zone. You can see my flip zone right here. Flip zone right here. Liquidity sweep below it. You can see. Then I had my confirmation, multiple candlestick, bullish candlestick, engulfing candlestick, and I entered for the trade. And my first TP was right here, and my second TP was right above this external high here. But then again, I saw this fair value gap at this point. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I saw this fair value gap right here. You can see this fair value gap here. This fair value gap. So I know price will come taking it out. So I set my TP right there. But look at what price did. 15-minute time frame. Look at what price did. After hitting my TP on the first trade, price was clearly going to my TP on the second trade. But I had a shift of structure. So I was very, very cautious on what price will do, because price can do something crazy. So I moved my stop loss to break even. So I was stopped out on little profits. All right, I was stopped out on little profits. I was not panicked to close the trade when price gave me a shift of structure, because price can still give me a shift of structure, tap into this demand zone or this demand zone, and keep going up. All right, so I just moved my stop loss to break even, and right there price stopped me out on break even. But then again, it's a good day. We did not make any loss. All right, it was all profits. All right, so I hope you understand something from this video. Today I'm expecting a shift of structure right here, because this is a demand zone. This point here, right here, it's clearly a demand zone that price is tapping into. So I'm expecting a shift of structure before I can trade and continue going bullish. All right, so I hope you've understand something from this video. Clearly I talked about liquidity. All right, so I hope you've understand something about liquidity. Wait for a liquidity sweep below your flip zone, and then a candlestick confirmation. All right, I'm going to do another video talking about candlestick. All right, so if you are watching me for the first time, or if you have watched till this point and you do not know me yet, my name is Sammy Trade, or you can call me Sammy. Here we teach trading in a way that even a 5-year-old can understand. So subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification button, and also like and share for other people to see content of trading like this, so you can gain clarity about the forex markets and also the crypto market, because you can do the same thing on the crypto markets. All right, so happy trading day and happy trading week.